water crisis the Central Valley is facing. A public health crisis that many people, many agencies, and people throughout the state don't even realize is going on. So today we've got a few people to talk about how important this issue is and how much we need our state agencies, the government responsible for ensuring the quality of all of the Central Valley's waters actually does its job. So first, I'm going to introduce Susana de Anda, co-director of the Community Water Center and coordinator of the grassroots coalition Agua, Asociación de la Gente Unida por el Agua. Susana?
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Susana de Anda. I am the co-director of the Community Water Center and also the coordinator of Agua. Agua stands for Asociación de Gente Unida por el Agua. It's a coalition composed of communities who have come together because of the groundwater crisis in the Central Valley. We are here today to discuss the lack of groundwater protection in the Irrigated Lands Program. This is one of the most repulsive, unacceptable, and shameful errors in California water policies. This program allows farms to discharge toxic irrigation wastewater without groundwater protection or monitoring. I don't know of any similar industry that has granted such free ticket to pollute. Do you? Our Central Valley groundwater is the most polluted in the state of California, and over 90% of the communities here rely on this water for drinking. And they want us to be patient? We can't wait. This is urgent, and we demand this to be a priority. Since 1982, the Regional Board has issued a waiver for Irrigated Lands Discharge Program, accepting them from pollution prevention. In 2003, the board adopted a conditional waiver that required some surface monitoring and regulations, but had no consideration for groundwater protection or regulations for groundwater. And this past June, they voted again to extend this waiver. Because agricultural sources have remained unregulated, Central Valley residents, us, we, all of us here, have the highest rates of drinking water contamination. We are here today to tell the regional board to amend immediately the ag waiver and include groundwater protection. We are here today to tell the state and regional board that our families, our health, are feeling the brunt of the board's inaction to protect groundwater. We are here today to tell the board that while they give the green light to pollute from groundwater dischargers, we have to pay for bottled water, drilling new wells, and treatment. We are here today to demand our basic human right, the right to clean water. Thank you.
Thank you, Susana de Anda, co-director of the Community Water Center and coordinator of the grassroots coalition Agua. So the reason why we're here today really is because there are people throughout the valley who are impacted on a daily basis. This is not just an issue of policy, this is people's lives. So here today to talk about the direct impacts on the Central Valley residents is Veronica Mendoza, member of Agua, Vecinos Unidos, and resident of Cutler.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Veronica Mendoza y vengo de Cutler.
Good afternoon, my name is Veronica Mendoza. I come from Cutler, California.
Nosotros tenemos creo que la peor agua del Valle Central con altos niveles de nitrato y el pesticida de DBCP.
We come from an area with a lot of groundwater pollution. We have really bad DBCP and high levels of nitrate.
Ellos dicen que el agua no se contamina y yo tengo un reporte donde 3 años atrás sigue apareciendo DBCP en nuestra agua y niveles altos de nitrato.
They say that groundwater is not polluted. I have a report that we keep getting notices saying that we have high levels of DBCP.
Otra cosa, dicen ellos que no producen ningún riesgo la agua, tomársela así con estos contaminantes y sin embargo ponen bajo las notas que puedes contraer cáncer en un futuro, entonces ¿cómo no te hace daño?
The notices say that you don't have to buy alternative sources of bottled water, but the notice also says that you're at risk of getting cancer over a long time of having high levels of DBCP in our water.
Eso es como una confusión y mi pregunta para la mesa es ahora, es decirle, ustedes dicen que no hace daño, entonces ¿cómo se contradicen en esto? Si a futuro causa cáncer y cada año tenemos el mismo reporte, explíquenmelo, ¿cómo le voy a hacer?
So the questions to the board, we keep getting these reports. What are you doing to rectify the problem?
Y otra de mis preguntas es también para ellos ahora, que dicen que nuestros reportes en español no son válidos. pero nuestros pagos también son en dólares y nuestros servicios cuando los pedimos también no nos preguntan si hablamos español o hablamos inglés.
They also say that our reports, because they're written in Spanish, are not valid. Well, when we pay the water bill, we pay in dollars. They don't ask for that in English or Spanish.
So we clearly heard that this impacts people on a daily basis. Everybody here is impacted by the drinking water crisis in Central Valley. And we're here to ask the regional board to actually do something about it. And this is not new news. We have Teresa de Anda from Californians for Pesticide Reform and Comité para el Bienestar de Olimar talk about how many times we've been here, how often we've made these requests and tried to get the message out about how people are suffering on a daily basis from this drinking water crisis. Teresa?
She introduced me, so I'll just repeat it. My name is Teresa Tianda, and I am director of el Comité para el Bienestar de Olimar, and I am the Central Valley representative for California specifically. We've been working on pesticides in the water since 2001. I remember going to Sacramento with van loads of people and going to the water regional board and in the EPA building, and there was no place to sit, so we sat on the floor. We sat on the floor, and that particular meeting, they kept putting the agenda item that we wanted to speak to towards the end. But we had to leave. We people have families, we had to get back. We left. One of my colleagues stayed, and she still didn't get to speak that day. They didn't get to speak until the next day. It's just typical. Today is typical. Why did they put this meeting in the afternoon when a lot of the people that wanted to speak today are working? It's a harvest season. They have to work. They have to make their money. They have to be there. So they couldn't come today, but I did bring a letter from them and just stating what they want. I'm tired of the agriculture union. I'm sick and tired of it. I mean, literally sick and tired. Kids get diarrhea from drinking water. People get rashes. They don't know where they came from. I'm sick and tired of the agricultural waiver, and I think it should be lifted. I mean, I don't have a waiver from traffic tickets, so if I was to run a red light, would I get that red light lifted? No. I mean, the ticket lifted? No. So why should farmers be exempt from getting fined or getting in trouble for polluting the water? They that's what it was, with problems and nitrates. So I think it needs to stop now and today. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. So that concludes our conference. Behind us here, we have people from throughout the valley who are impacted on a daily basis, as Teresa, as Veronica are, and people who are fighting this war, as Susana is. So we have folks from throughout Tulare and Fresno County here to talk that you can talk to about any of the impacts that they face on a daily basis. We're here because the agricultural industry in the Central Valley produces a lot of great things for everybody. Produces a lot of jobs, a lot of income, a lot of economic benefits, but also produces a lot of stuff like this: poisonous drinking water that communities throughout the valley are forced to drink every single day because they don't have resources to get new drinking water, clean drinking water. We're here to tell the regional board that this is not acceptable any longer, and we want to see meaningful protections for the drinking water for all of Central Valley residents. So thank you very much for coming out. My name is Amy Vanderwalker with the Environmental Justice Coalition for Water, and thank you for your time.